This is a video of our 2011 Outback 325 FRE camper. We bought it at Walnut Ridge in July of 2010. The purpose of this video is to show pictures and a video reference of some shower leaks we've been dealing with at the recommendation of Josh Lawson, who wants us to provide some pictures so Keystone can get a better idea of where the leak is. Keystone's email references the glass seal. I will attempt to show that the leak is not coming from the glass seal, but is instead coming from around the base of the camper. So just to get a visual reference, here is our door of the shower. We had 3 leaks the first time we used this camper, and we've had 2 of them have been fixed. The third one we cannot get fixed. So one of the leaks, I'll start off, was over here in the corner. This is the right hand corner of the shower, and basically what we would have was water running out of this gap in between the wall here and coming out in their floor and soaking the floor area. I was able to take a paper towel, stick back in behind there, and as far as I could get the paper towel behind the enclosure, it was wet. There was water back in behind the wall. So the fix to that was to recaulk all around this glass enclosure, and it didn't fix it. The second time, they caulked all around the inside and around there some more, but the leak is getting in between the base and this enclosure, and the water is basically falling out and coming out in behind there. The second distinct leak we had was the door right here underneath the glass and the base. All of this was recaulked by Walnut Ridge, and that stopped this leak right here. The third leak has been I'll try to get the camera angle out. In between the bathroom sink and the shower there itself. It was doing basically the exact same thing it's doing on the other side, where water is coming out in between the base and the enclosure, and not the glass enclosure, but I guess the wall enclosure insert, whatever you want to call it. And it's following that seam out and running back in here and then back in against the wall. And it's been doing that since we've got it, and have not been able to get that leak repaired. One of the issues is you just can't get in there with a caulk gun, but that leads me to something else. By design, when this camper was new, and all the other campers we looked at made by Keystone, including one that my in-laws have owned for over 2 years and have not had the first shower leak from, do not have caulk in those corners like I was showing over there, or inside the shower. So that's something on this one that is one of the reasons why I do not consider it to be routine maintenance like Keystone was suggested. Because there was never caulk there in the first place, it should not require caulk to get it to seal. By design, the shower should be sealed and be tight. So caulk was added over on the right hand corner, all in this area right in here. I remember them saying they have to, a lot of times to get them to seal, they have to take a caulk and just keep shooting it in there to try to build a dam. And so it was caulked all the way around, and then caulked on this corner, but this corner never will seal. So it's getting water in behind there and running out into my wall and into that gap right there. So ever since we've had this camper, we've had to keep a towel stuffed back in there to keep water soaked up. And we're now out of warranty and just looking for, really looking for the problem to get resolved so we can have a dry shower and don't have to worry about the floor rotting out on this camper while we own it. So it's not coming from the glass enclosure. I have ran several tests myself. I have started from a dry shower and taken the shower head down, and then this is looking inside where our leak is, and ran water all in this area here, and nothing is coming through. So one of the emails suggested that this rubber gasket in the glass area was prone to leakage, but that's not leaking. The glass itself, none of that's leaking. What's happening, it appears to be that water is going down, following this channel, and there's not anything to stop it back in behind there, and it's just running right out. And caulk cannot be relied on in this type of service, because as campers travel and they flex and people take showers and naturally people are going to bump into these wall enclosures, the caulking can pull loose. So that's caulking this seam on the outside there is not a good fix. And like I say, our in-laws have the Outback 321 camper with the same shower that hasn't leaked in the 2 years they've owned it under heavy use, and has not had to be caulked the first time, and it still was not caulked from the manufacturers. So I hope this gives a good description of what's going on with it. Basically, in between our bathroom vanity and the sink and the wall there, continuing to get water and battle water coming out every time we use the shower. If you need any more information, let me know. I'll be glad to try to provide you whatever you need. Thanks.